now ready to look at the installation of a tubular lock set. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find our latch. This is a tubular latch, and just to show a comparison of a tubular versus a cylindrical, you can see the cylindrical is a small latch that hooks on. The tubular is a longer latch that goes through the body of the lock. This particular latch here has the ability to accommodate two different back sets, so it's quite flexible. It can handle 2 3/4 or 2 3/8, simply by moving the back part of the latch in or out. This is a 2 3/4 installation, so I'll slide it in the out position. I'll slide it into the door prep. Now the next thing I need to look at is which direction the door is going to swing so that I can position the curved surface of the latch to face the door and strike so that it will retract when we close the door. So if it was an inward swinging door, I would position it like this. So I'll slide that in. We're going to use 2 screws to secure it. Those 2 screws are, like most of the screws we use on our latches, are a combination screw, with the first half being wood and the second half being for a metal door. We'll get those started, put those 2 screws in, and then we'll be ready to install our chassis. Now that we have our latch installed, we're ready to install our lock chassis. So what I'm going to do is I'll slip the outside half of the lock chassis off, and I'll slide it into my latch and door prep. Look at it from the inside. There we go. Once the outside half is on, we can install the inside half. In order to do that, I'm going to slide the outside lever off, and then I'm going to pop off the inside rows. Now that I've got the outside trim slipped into the latch, I'll take the inside trim, or the inside part of the lock here, and I want you to see there's a small little spring-loaded tab which we call our lever catch. That lever catch is going to be positioned pointing in the direction of the latch. So I'll slide this on. Then I'm going to take the 2 through bolt screws, and I'll put them in the 3 and the 9 o'clock positions, and I'll tighten the screws down. And as is the case with anything mechanical, we like to tighten them back and forth so that we don't tighten one all the way then the other. We like to tighten them evenly. We've got the inside half of the lock installed with the 2 screws tightened down. We're ready to install our rosette. It's going to position itself so that this little hole that we would use to poke to take the lever off is going to line up with the spring-loaded catch here. So I'm just going to get it positioned like so, snap it into place, and now I'll be able to slide the inside lever on. Now we can actually take and check and lock the door. You can see it's locked. If we were to put a coin, or in this case my fingernail, in here, we can actually lock and unlock the outside so that if somebody were locked into the bathroom, we can override the lock. It's a privacy set. So this would be an example of the privacy set. It's got a very nice spring action, and it is a very attractive lock that we can use on the interior of our multifamily homes, apartments, even high-end residents. And it will also give great access for people that are disabled and would otherwise have difficulty operating a doorknob lock. So this is the C400 lock set, manufactured by DORMA Architectural Hardware. It is a wonderful addition to any multifamily apartment residence application. It can stand up to a lot of wear and tear and abuse, but it is not recommended for commercial application, but it will certainly fulfill all of the housing needs that you will have.